Hello, I hope everyone is well, everyone is safe and healthy. There's many topics I would love to share, but the one that I think it's time to dive deeper and just give a sneak peek about, because it's a lifelong and always in a process topic. It's healing. Uh, it's certain that each of us sees the world from our own perspectives, from our own lens, and what's right for one might be something completely different for another one. My conscious healing process started 10 years ago when I met my teacher, and she helped me to find my way in life and see things the way I could see. Because when I look at people and when I look at myself, I see a lot of behaviors that come from trauma experiences, that comes from programming, and that's what I have been working with very actively for many years now, and that's how I also help people around me. Healing is not something that you can just do one time or go to therapy for a couple of weeks or whatever. I do know that the society, because we are running so much, is trying to look for a quick fix. But the journey about ourselves and within ourselves, our inner world, our healing and becoming whole, it's a lifelong journey. I learned that a hard way, because I also in the beginning was thinking like, oh, this is just few sessions or few therapies or few practices and everything will fall back in place. It does for that moment, but if you don't continue doing the things that make you whole and make you feel good and align, then it fades away. And that's why I have always been saying that the same way as we brush our teeth or we take hygienic care of ourselves, we also need to take care of mental and emotional health. And for me, I'm an empath, I'm a sensitive person, and I'm with a very high anxiety. So every day, the small things I do for my well-being is what keeps me in a current state, what keeps me functioning. And I believe many of us are like that. Sometimes we do like to hide beneath the masks that we are very strong or we don't care and things like that. But it's also normal, because if you don't know how to deal with your emotions or how to process them and what to do with these things that when you see inside yourself, it's normal to hide. But nowadays, there is no secret that there is so many teachers, so many healers and people who help each other to find the right tools, the right practices for healing. And once we find what is our triggers, what is our traumatic experiences, and when we heal them, what I learn after a while, those things come up again in a different perspective. So whatever you have experienced in your life, whatever has shaped you, just know nothing is permanent. Everything passes. And me being me, with quite a lot of baggage in my experience, I know for sure that the inner peace and inner joy and happiness is accessible to everyone, and that's why I do what I do. That's why it is important to keep spreading the word, to share, because the inner peace and connection to love, connection to divine is something that will heal this world. And this world needs a lot of healing, as we can see. But it all starts with us. With each of us, it starts with us. No matter what's happening around us, it is our own responsibility to be in the aligned, peaceful state so that we can project on our outside world. Because everything we see around us is just a mirror. It is just a mirror of what's happening within us. And like I said before, also the events of the world is just the collective shadow of all that's happening with people, all that suppressed emotions, all that mental instability. It's just the explosion point at this moment, and I hope we can get past this. I truly believe in the good. I know there is no right or wrong and no good and bad, but I believe in that path that we can integrate and we can accept all of who we are and be centered and be whole and be in balance and walk with peace and love, so the world can be very sustainable for our well-being. I would say that much. That's about that. That's a short sneak peek about what the healing actually is. I do hope it's understandable, but it will for those who need it. Another thing that I would love to add, and I recently was thinking quite a lot about my life and my path and what matters to me and what's my values and what I stand up for. My answer has not changed for many, many years. I have three things that I deeply care in this world. It's health, it's our well-being, and it's children. Because without those three, there is nothing in this world that's left that matters. And it's our responsibility as adults, be aware, be conscious, and help ourselves, and in that way also help our children. Because I think what's happening now is the children are the ones that are suffering again the most of all of it. And I have huge passion and compassion and empathy towards the children because they are so innocent, and we just need to guide them and show by our example what a happy human being looks like, what a happy, peaceful, in harmony human being can be. And that's why I believe that whatever we do, whatever we choose to do, is for collective good, it's for the world, and that's why, yeah, it's important. The small things, the practices is what matters. I personally practice a lot of yoga. I do a lot of sports. I do active meditation. Sometimes also the simple meditation, just sitting with myself and my feelings and my emotions. And all that is to center myself, to feel everything. That's something that no one teaches us in schools. That's something that no one teaches you anywhere, because that's the first thing we should learn, is how to feel ourselves, how to feel our emotions, how to feel our sensations and recognize them and help ourselves. In my journey, at this point, I very quickly can recognize what's happening within me, or if I'm somehow misaligned or not centered or focusing on something that's outside me, and I can feel right away how that impacts me. And that's why the saying, where your energy goes, your focus goes, is very, very true. And yeah, I think I have said quite a lot in a very short time, but I believe that this message many people need to hear. And the more aware, the more awake, the more conscious we are of how we are functioning during the days, what do we need to do to help ourselves. If we need help, maybe some don't, that's okay. I can talk only from my experience, and for me it's every single day I do some things to keep myself focused, keep myself centered, and keep myself in harmony, because nothing else matters. Nothing else except our health and our well-being and the children of this world matters. Everything else comes and goes. So have a blessed week. I hope this resonates. I am available online. So I hope to see you soon. Much love. Bye.